Hello, in this video we will discuss the concept of VLAN. Guys, before discussing what is VLAN, let's discuss the need of VLAN. VLAN stands for virtual LAN, and let me take an example to make you understand why do we need VLAN. Let's say I have a switch and 4 computers are connected to this switch. IP addresses are as follows. You can see here 10111 MAC address A, 10112 MAC address B, 10113 MAC address C, 10114 MAC address D. Now, whenever any user will send broadcast traffic, you remember broadcast domain, you can say the area in which the broadcast will be sent from a computer, we discussed in a video. Now the same concept I am using here. Whenever a computer will send a broadcast traffic, what switch will do? Switch will forward that traffic on all the ports except the received one. So it will forward it to user 2, user 3, user 4. So it will forward it to all the ports. Guys, this is one broadcast domain. So I can have multiple diagrams for the same. I can have multiple switches also. In that case, broadcast will be forwarded from one switch to another switch. Here we have user, here we have user, here we have user. Let's say this user is sending any broadcast. So it will be forwarded to all the switches, all the users which are connected to it, because they all are member of same broadcast domain. So guys, big broadcast domains waste a lot of bandwidth in real-time network. So to save that bandwidth, or you can say to divide the broadcast domain, we use the concept of VLAN, virtual LAN. By default, VLAN feature is present on switch. All switch ports are member of VLAN 1. That's why whenever switch is receiving broadcast traffic on any of the port, it is forwarding it out of all the ports. So we can use this feature more to, you can say, divide the broadcast domain and also to provide security to some extent. Now, one VLAN means, a single VLAN means a single broadcast domain. And for that broadcast domain, we will use a single IP subnet. It means the question is, and the answer is very clear. Question is, do we need different subnets for different VLANs? Yes, we always need different subnets for different VLANs. Now, on a switch, all ports are member of VLAN 1. That's why we call VLAN 1 default VLAN on a switch. Now, the question is, what is VLAN? VLAN is a feature that you can use on a switch to divide broadcast domain. For example, you can see here a topology. I'm not using here numbers, I'm using colors. Let's say I have VLAN 1, that is default VLAN. So VLAN 1 is named as blue. And VLAN, I will create one more VLAN, that is VLAN 2, and I will call it red VLAN. So now I have two VLANs, blue and red. And if I want to divide broadcast domain, what I will do, I will make port number, let's say it is port number 1, it is 2, it is 3, it is 4, it is 5, it is 6. By default, all these ports were member of blue VLAN. But now what I did, I configure VLAN red first of all, and then I configure these 3 ports member of VLAN red. Now on this same switch, I have two broadcast domains. Not only one, I have two. One for VLAN blue, other one for VLAN red. So guys, you have seen how by creating VLAN, I have divided the broadcast domain on switch. Last point, VLANs will connect devices logically. We don't have to give too much thinking about physical location of devices. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have a switch and a printer is connected to this switch. Printer. And this switch is existing on second floor. And this printer is member of VLAN, for example, 10. We will discuss the range of VLAN, everything in the next video. In this video, we will just discuss what is VLAN. Let's say I have one more switch which is on ground floor and a user is connected to it. And I want to provide access of this printer to the user. So I will configure this user member of VLAN 10. See, physically they are at different floors, but this user will think that printer is connected to the same switch. So they are logically connected, not physically. So guys, what is VLAN? The concept is clear to you. Thank you.